defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This drive out on the ground. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Looking to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. The Packers at 6-2 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's 2nd and 8. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that is pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that. So into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine, and the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
4 yards.
2nd and 6. Completes it to Austin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught left side, Hopkins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second and 9 now. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Again, he'll drop the throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
It really was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and 9. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first, this a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in your backfield.
On second down, Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision here defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field, despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is brought in at the 21. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming in the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Option play. Here's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Running for it. Here's Cook. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and 11. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A short throw to Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top for the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. We can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ashton Davis, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Finding Knox there, complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And into the end end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Desmond Ridder, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got to be Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Just keeping the play alive. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here we go. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Jaguars, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-3